A plastic surgeon in Utah was facing 35 years in prison for giving out saline shots to children, at the parents' request. He handed out nearly 2,000 fake vaccine cards. So why did Pam Bondi order the charges to be dropped? Meet Dr. Michael Kirk Moore, a plastic surgeon from Utah. According to the Department of Justice, he destroyed more than $28,000 worth of COVID vaccines, gave saline shots to children to simulate vaccination, and distributed fraudulent vaccine cards in exchange for cash or donations. Dr. Moore pled not guilty and began his trial this summer. But here's where the story gets interesting. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene called Dr. Moore a hero, not a criminal, and claimed he was simply helping people avoid tyrannical vaccine mandates. Meanwhile, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. posted that Dr. Moore deserves a medal for his courage and commitment to healing. Supporters argue that Moore was helping people exercise their freedom, especially during a time when vaccine mandates were tied to work, school, even attending basketball games. The tension between individual liberty and collective responsibility was at the heart of nearly every COVID-era argument, and it still is. Some people remember lockdowns and mandates as necessary and protective. Others remember them as oppressive and overreaching. In a public health emergency, who decides where personal freedom ends and public responsibility begins? And do we all have to agree for it to work? In the case of COVID-19, health officials pointed to declining hospitalizations and deaths as evidence they were saving lives. But there's a glaring complication. Around the same time, millions of people had already been infected and had since developed natural immunity. So when fewer people ended up in the hospitals, it can't be clear how much of that was due to the vaccine itself versus an increase in natural immunity. Public health often asks us to act in the name of collective responsibility, to make choices not just for ourselves, but to protect the community. If natural immunity offers stronger protection against infection and doesn't depend on a nationwide coordination, wouldn't that be the most logical path forward? If health decisions are personal, based on the beliefs and freedom of the individual, is it reasonable to mandate the community, especially when the data is uncertain?